going to be module 4 of the global affordable perfume marketing business, right? I want to believe that one of the longest module you've gone through is the module 3 that we just concluded before we got into this module 4. And in this module 4, we're going to be focusing on the global affordable perfume marketing business, the investors approach or the sponsors approach. But now you should already be aware that we have 2 platforms, which is where you are either a sponsor or an investor. That is, you have the time. That is, you have the time, but you don't have the money. So you are an operator or an employee who is looking for someone to invest into you, right, to be able to launch your perfume marketing business, making an average of like 250k to 400,000 on a monthly basis. Then also you have those who have the money but don't have the time, and we refer to them as the sponsor or the investors, right? One, you have those who have the money but don't have the time. We refer to them as the investors or the sponsor. So for them, they will search for someone to empower, right? Either in partnership to run the business, or you don't have the money but you have the time, and you are set to be an employee or to be an operator of the business. So in this module 4, we're going to be talking to the first set of people, which are either you are a sponsor or an investor. So you'd have the money but you don't have the time to start selling perfume businesses, to start running a perfume business on day-to-day basis. So in this module 4, you are the one we're going to be talking to in this module 4. Then in module 5, we're going to be looking at the global affordable perfume marketing business, the employee or the operator's approach, right? So first things first, again, my name is Dan Arubasa, and I'm a life after school coach. I'm a quantum leap enabler. I'm a value market strategist. I'm a goals achievers expert, and above all, I am an ultimate satisfied master fundraiser with over 10 years experience across board. Now, in this module 4, right, we're going to be looking at the global affordable perfume marketing business, the investor or the sponsors approach. I will mention this first, then I will come back to them after proper introduction, taking a leave from what we looked at in module 3. To become a sponsor or to become an investor, you're going to be needing not just a sponsor, but an effective or productive investor or a productive sponsor. You're going to be needing 3 sets of contracts. 3 sets of contracts. I'm going to come back to them before the end of this video. 3 sets of contract. That is what you are going to be needing. Just like we mentioned in module 2, where we talk about where we mention out the 14 marketing channels, where we say we're going to be giving you, if you paid for this course, of course, you're going to be having access to a PDF material that cover all the channels, the 14 channels, so you can sell your products, right? Also, in this module 4, right, we're going to be mentioning 3 sets of contracts that are designed to be in form of PDF formats, right, that you should be able to download. Whether if you pay for this course, whether you are a sponsor or an operator, right, or an investor or an employee, you also have access to these documents so that you can go through them. You see the content of the contract. I'm going to mention 3 of them before the end of this module 4, but just to mention them in a brief. The first one is the operational management contract. The operational management contract. This contract will bind you, the investor or the operator, and your employee or your operator, right? This operational management contract will bind you, who is the investor, who has the money but don't have the time. It's going to bind you and your operator, the person you are empowering, the person you are opening the business for, to manage on your behalf. right? You're going to spell out the operational terms. You're going to spell out the reporting format. You're going to spell out work responsibility. You're going to spell out the things that are expected of the person to be doing on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, at the end of which they are qualified to earn a salary. We're going to look at that. That's the first contract we're going to be looking at in this module 4. The second contract is the business partnership contract. The business partnership contract. The business partnership contract. And this contract is more of, it's going to bind you and your partners. Let's assume that you need 500k to start this operational perfume marketing business, but at the minimal scale, what you need is between 150,000 to 300k. Now let's assume that you don't have the money by yourself, right? You want to partner with 4 partners or 5 people, 5 of your friends. You want to pull them together to contribute, let's say 60k times 5, right, to give you guys about 300,000 there, for you guys to be able to start this business together as a team. This contract, what we call the business partnership contract, will be able to help the 5 of you to come together, contribute this money, right, based on the operational management contract, that you guys are going to be able to empower someone who can run the business on your behalf, right? And because there is a spelled out operational process, daily responsibility, daily reporting feedback, you'll be able to know what the person is doing, right? To be able to know that this person is working, he has worked for his money, by the end of the month is qualified for their monthly salary. That's the second contract, the business partnership contract. The third contract, right, you don't have the time, but you have the money, and you don't also have the time, for instance, to be able to do training, to talk to your staff, to manage the business growth for this person that you are empowering, right? You can decide to partner with us, my team and I, so that we can help you. Number one, we will help you hire someone, we will help you train this person, we will help you start the business, and we will help you manage this person on your behalf. I will be having daily reports on how the business is doing, the monthly report on how the business is doing. That is what we call the 555 contract. The 555 contract. I will explain more of this when we come back to this 3 contracts that I just mentioned right now. But to start with, just a background feedback of why this business is easy for you to invest into. It's easy for you to put 150k, 300k, 500k into, and be sure that at the end of the day, right, you're going to be able to make your money back. So let me take you back to module 3. If you have not seen module 3, please, if you are watching this video for free, maybe on YouTube or my Facebook page, or on Twitter, or somewhere on Instagram, or on a paid advert on Facebook, or anywhere at all, right? If you have not seen module 3, it is advisable you try to see module 3. It is free on our YouTube channel. You can watch it and get all the details. I'm referencing that video, and that's why I'm making it similar I'm making right now. You will see that a job part of the job that will require money to be made in this business, we have to do with marketing. It will have to do with what? Marketing. So if you want to empower someone as an investor or as an operator, right, the first money you are going to spend, whether or not, before you even invest the 150k or the 200k or the 500k into the business, let's say 5 of you are coming together to start this business for one person, the first money you guys are going to spend is pretty much easy. Is, first of all, it is 30,000 naira for the person's salary, then maybe transportation, let's say 11,000. That is about 41,000 naira. 41,000 divided by 5 of you guys is 8,200. So if 5 of you are coming together to start this business as a team, the first money you guys are going to spend for the first 30 days is basically, let's say, 10,000 naira multiplied by what? By 5, it's 50k. And before you are empowering this person to start this business, the first job you have to do for this person who is going to be employed to run this business, and in one of the modules we're going to be looking at our hiring process. In one of the modules for this course is going to be looking at our hiring. How do you find people to empower as an investor or as a sponsor? How do you find people to hire and to train them and all that, right? We're going to tell you in a particular module, we're going to be dedicated to that particular hiring process, right? Now, how do you hire people? How do you bring them in and spend just 50K first to make sure that this business can succeed or can thrive? The first thing you want to do is, when you find person that you want to empower after going through the entire course, when you find this person, is to place this person on a compulsory training for the first 30 days. For the first 30 days. Which means the person is you're going to buy data for the person, which way that is 11,000 naira. Remember, I said the first money you are spending is about around 50,000, right? Just buy data of, let's say, 11,000 or 5,000, depending on how much your budget is for this person. When you are sure he's ready to go to the course, then you subscribe data for this person and you make this person go through the training. Thank God it is free on YouTube, from the first module to the last module. This person is going to have a physical note, maybe 80 leaves, or a hardback, or a diary, plus a pen that you buy for this person. Then you subject them to that 30 days training for them to go through the course module by module and take physical notes. Let them write out what they are learning from the entire course. They will write out the entire training, everything they learned in that diary, and submit to you as a team. Then you take your time to go through the entire thing that they have gone through. And of course, these first 30 days you are not going to be paying them, for them to see whether they will be able to do the job or they understand what the business is about. You get the point? So with this physical note that they have copied, right, you'll be able to look through the entire note and see whether or not they have a grasp of the kind of work that will be involved. The kind of work that will be involved in running the global perfume marketing business. Very, very important. When they have gone through it, and the fact that you have gone through the course yourself, you will be able to know what the kind of things whether they went through the course with all their heart or not. When you're done, it will help you to ask the next question, which is, do you think you can do this job? Do you think you are ready for this job? They will say, yes, I would like to try. Now, your startup salary is 30,000 naira. Your transport is 11,000. That is about 41,000 naira. But everything you're going to be paid for this first trial month is 50,000 naira. And your responsibility is this: for the next 30 days, as you're resuming work, you give the person another diary or 80 leaves, as it were. Is to go out every day, give them a target for them to talk to at least 10 people or 20 people on a daily basis. 10 people or 20 people on a daily basis. That is about if they are talking to 10 people every day, that is 300 people for a month. If it's 20 people every day, that is 600 people every day. So every day they are going out and they are collecting people's numbers that they have spoken to, people that they have spoken to, and they are ready to what? To be probably interested in this business. So if it is 10 people every day, that is 300 people at the end of the month. If it is 20 people they are talking to every day, that is 600 people every month. And they are taking this data, the WhatsApp numbers of these people, right, so that they are able to have a detail where they met them, Then also, because they've gone through the course for the first 30 days, they'll be able to know what and what I want they want to focus on based on what we covered in module 3, talking about structuring your marketing efforts so that you have the best of results. You check all these things on a daily basis as they are making their progress. You also make it possible for them to create the first WhatsApp group. You can create a WhatsApp group, or you can allow them to create it. So every day when they go and talk to 20 people every day, they will add up these 20 people to what? To the WhatsApp group for updates. They do this every day for 30 days. Their commitment to this job, their commitment to this work will determine whether or not it is something that they want to do or not. It is after this first phase that you start talking about contract signing, the operational management contracts. That's what you are talking about. The contract that is going to bind you, and then this is when you start talking about that contract. But first of all, they will have to experience the field, so that when you find the first person, if you are lucky, you find the first person, or you are hiring to do the first the hiring and the management process for you, then the job pretty much becomes easy. I hope this makes a lot of sense. So you see that by the time you've done, you spend the first 50,000 naira in investment into this person, you already have enough data for follow-up. Enough data for follow-up. Another thing you can also do is that as this person is going out to talk to 20 people every day, for every day when they return from work and they create a WhatsApp group, right? If you are a team of 5 investors invested into this one business, you share the phone numbers into 5 places, that is five each. And what you want to do as the investors of this business is to call these people. And don't forget the emotional hook that we keep talking about. You call these people and tell them, good evening, man, or good evening, sir. Today, one of our marketing staff reached out to you today about buying perfume from us. That's why we're actually calling to establish contact with you. Right? I'm part of the management team of this business that we are trying to establish for this particular person. Actually, it's not as though we really need to do it, but unemployment is everywhere in Nigeria. Unemployment is everywhere across Africa, and some of these youths, they don't have what they are doing. So we're just looking for a way to invest money into him or into her, so that at least on the end of the month he has something that he's doing for himself, that he doesn't put their hand into crime and all that. We really love for you to patronize us when the products are available, right? Every day you are making this call. WhatsApp is busy. These calls are being made every day for the 5 of you guys. You are doing this follow-up, it is going like that. You are doing this follow-up, it is going like that. You are establishing this relationship for the next 30 days. You will now see that by the time you guys are ready to put in, let's say 300k into the business, you already have people who are already ready to do what? To test those products and to make payment, maybe 50% or even 100% in form of investment into your. So you see that once you put your money in there, even before you put your money inside the business, you already have what? You already have a client base that is ready to buy your products. That is ready to do what? To buy your products. So all the activities that are happening inside that WhatsApp group that is designed for your business, all 5 partners are seeing what is going on there. All 5 partners are seeing what is going on inside that WhatsApp group. And as you guys are doing your part of following up, their field work is to go and collect the contact and bring them back in for the business, gather them into their notebook or into their diary. After that, they save them in contact, add them to the WhatsApp group. Then the next day or that same day, you start doing the call. If the 5 investors, if you are the only one running your business, it means you have to be the one to call all 20 people every day, just to establish continuous communication and contacts. And the WhatsApp group is always being updated in terms of talking about perfume, the opportunity of smelling good, educating. We're going to talk about WhatsApp marketing in another model. right? So I think this gets the entire point clear as per how it is possible for you, either as an operator or as an investor, to see that this business can work if you are ready to do what? To put in the work. This business can work if you're ready to put in the work. There is no way you are getting data of 300 people for 30 days or 600 people for 30 days, and you can sell out 60 bottles by the time your products arrive, the first 60 bottles within the first 30 days. You will even have demand for that you cannot even meet, which means if your budget was 300k for a start, you're going to be even needing more money so that you can meet demand. So that you can do what? You can meet demand. And the journey continues. In the first after the training of the first 30 days, when they will go through this entire training of the entire course, and they're ready to launch and to work for the business, after their first 30 days of gathering over 300 contacts or even 600 contacts, and then after the second 30 days, by the third 30 day, which is 3 months into the training, they are still going to repeat the same process, focusing on different areas. So for an entire year, you have built a client base of nothing less than, let's say you are even doing 300 per month, right? 300 per month by 12, that's about 3,600 people has been spoken to about the affordable perfume marketing business. If you multiply that by 20, that is, you are doing 20 people per day, right? That is 20 times day times 30 times 30 is 600 times 12 is 7,200. 7,200 people have heard about what? About your products, about your services. And as you fill up that WhatsApp group, right, you can move now your business from the WhatsApp group into a WhatsApp channel. You can create communities, you can create several group 1, group 2, group 3. Then you also have a channel where you are educating people about perfumes, talking about perfumes, the benefit of perfumes, how people wear perfume, funny stories and all that. There's a module, like I said, there's a module that is dedicated to helping you to manage your WhatsApp community, helping you to build online presence, to build your Facebook page and the rest of them. So you can see that this entire thing, talking to sponsor now, is something that it's not something that you just give your money to. This is not like a business where you give your money to somebody to go and manage for you. When they buy the product that they bring in, you know how many products are bought. You know how much is one per profit. You know how much is one per profit for those products. So now that we have gotten that out of the way, let's now talk about the 3 contracts that I earlier mentioned. Number 1, I say, is the operational management contract. This operational management contract, right, is going to bind you and your employee or your operator. And there are 2 platforms. Don't worry, when you get if you paid for this course, you have access to the document. When you have access to the document, you're going to see the 2 types of the operational management contract. It comes under 2 clauses. The first clause is that you either want to hire someone to become an operator who will strictly be on salary, which means he has no part or no stake in this business. That one have his advantages and he also has his disadvantages. So what the person end up with at the end of every month is just his monthly salary of, let's say, 30,000 or 40,000 naira or 50,000 naira monthly salary. That is what the person will end up with at the end of every month. There is a second clause that makes this person not just a salary earner plus earning his salary, right? The person will also have a percentage stake in the business, which means he is a co-founder. He or she is not just a staff who is marketing the business. He or she is also a co-founder of that business. You have the money, but you don't have the time. He or she has the time but doesn't have the money. So in exchange, it's trade by barter, or it's business by partnership. You are bringing the money, he's bringing his time. So there is a clause there that can make you that can make you make it fit for them to have a stake in that business. So for instance, if 5 of you are coming together to be a part of that business, you can say, okay, you know what, you are the one doing the work, right? You own, I'm just saying for instance, it's your choice to make. You own 50% of this business and we own 50% of this business, or we share the whole percentage stake of this business by 6. If we are 5 plus you, that is 6. So 100% divided by 6, 100 divided by 6 of you, that is about 16.6% ownership of that business, which means whatever stake that you guys have, he or she also have a stake in that business. Don't worry, in that document that we talk about the management, the operational management contract, a lot of things were spelled out there, talking about how the business should operate, the reporting format, the work responsibility, directors' work function, their demand notice, and everything that has to do with them is spelled out there. But these 2 clauses of the type of contract that you want to sign with your operator or your employee is also spelled out also in that document. It's all spelled out there. The advantages and the disadvantages are also spelled out also in that document. That is the first document or the first contract that you will need to sign with your operator or your employee. It is called the operational management contract. That is contract number 1. Contract number 2 is the business partnership contract. Like I said before, this contract is going to bind you and your partners together. If it is not just your business that you want to sponsor by yourself, if it is a business that you want to partner with 4 people or 5 people or 6 people, this contract spells out the ownership stake of the business, how much if everybody contributed, how the business will be splitted, how long is the contract lasting for. All this will be spelled out in that PDF document that will be sent to you. When you download it, you'll be able to look at it, right, and probably give to your lawyer, and it can be converted into a legal binding document. It spells out funding. If you guys are starting with 500,000 naira, let's say you guys are 5 of you are contributing 100k, have to have equal percentage stake. If you are choosing the option of the person that is going to be your operator or your employee to also to become a co-founder in that business, right, then it means that it is 6 of you. He or she is bringing time, you are bringing money, so you also have a percentage stake inside of it. At what stage should you guys do reinvestment into this business? You brought in the first 500,000 naira. Now the business is growing and needs more money to expand, to probably take in more staff to increase operation. How many more staff, how much will be brought in at that point in time? Everything is spelled out in that business partnership contract. It is spelled out. A for A, B for B, C for C. Everything is completely and comprehensively spelled out in that document. In terms of pulling profits out of the business, yes, you own a 16.6%, or you own 20%. If you guys are just 5, you own 20% of the business, right? That is 20 divided by 30 times 5 is 100%. You own 20% of that business, which means that whatever the business is worth, both in terms of liquid cash and asset, you have a stake in it. How long should you guys wait before you start dipping your money into pulling resources or pulling money from that business in terms of percentage on earning as director? Is it 1 year? Is it 2 years? Is it 3 years? Is it 4 years? Is it 5 years? So that you can give room for the business to do what? To continue to grow, to continue to expand. That is also spelled out in the business partnership contract. And lastly, as we bring this module 4, the global affordable perfume marketing business, to a close, the third contract you need to sign, if you are interested in it, is the 555 business management contract. The 555 business management contract. Now, you may not be aware, but I will say this. I normally do this in all of the online courses that we have designed so far. You know, the business that we are talking about here. A major part of these courses that we design, the business that we are designing currently, right, is to make it possible for at least 5 friends or 5 partners to come together to build at least 5 different businesses in 5 years. 5 friends come together to build 5 different businesses in 5 years, right? That's what it is called, the 555 Wealth Creation Project. It is a product of the Skill House Consulting Firm. As a team, we are a business consulting firm. We deal more on SMEs, that is businesses that has potential to scale and to grow from income strength of between $1,000 monthly to $5,000 monthly. And the entire plan, our goal for 2025, is to be able to build at least 12 SME businesses, right, over the next 12 months of 2025, and with the possibility to be able to employ at least 60 people, right, in 12 months. That is one business, we have one staff running the business, running the online processes, managing the entire process. We can pull the resources. If you can put the resources together among your 5 of your friends, among 5 or 3 or 6, or maximum is 6, 5, it could be 2, it could be 3, whatever the cost is going to be, pull resources together to start this business. Then we offer our consulting service to the team in terms of the contracts, then in terms of the business management. So where these contracts come in, the 555 business management contract, where it comes in is in you. You have the money, you don't have the time. You don't have the time to monitor the business. You don't have the time to do training for your staff. You can work with us and partner with us so that we are able to help you hire the best of staff. We can help you do training. We can help you provide motivation. We can help you provide scaling possibilities. We can become your think tank team and you're always working with over time to help you check your books, to help you arrange operational formats so that your business is healthy month in, month out for the 12 months of every year. And we'll have our fees. When you reach out to that, we'll tell you the terms of the contract. You look at it. It is something that you guys would like to be a part of. Then we can put pen to paper. You pay up a percentage of your business, or you pay up upfront, or you pay up in stock, or in stock ownership of that business. Then we are able to work together in building that business from scratch to the place of profitability, of income of at least between $1,000 monthly to $5,000 in monthly income. That brings us to the end of module 4, talking about the global affordable marketing business, the investors approach, or the sponsors approach. I want to believe that everything we've dealt with in this module 4 has been comprehensively detailed and there is no confusion anywhere. Take your time, as many times as you can, to watch this module 4, or you can start from module 1 again, introductory class. Look at module 2, module 3, and now we're talking about module 4. And take out your time to engage with us in the WhatsApp group for those who have paid for this entire training. That brings us to the end of module 4 of the global affordable marketing perfume. And don't forget, my name is Dan Arubasa. I'm a life after school coach. I'm a quantum leap enabler. I'm a value market strategist. I'm a goals achievers expert, and above all, I am an SMS and a farm master fundraiser with over 10 years experience across board. Looking forward to see you in module 5 as we explore the global affordable perfume marketing business, the employees approach, or the operators approach. Bye for now. See you in module 5.